Hello and welcome to the July episode of Gaga Knits. My name's Anita and this is where I like to share all my crafty bits and pieces and what I've been up to. And this month I haven't done a great deal because it's been very busy. I've been away in the pod and I am going to put a little video on the end, see if you can spot Martin in it. And we've also had, well, I've had a friend's wedding, the children have been over and family have stayed, friends, very busy. But I have done some. I did take a few projects away in the pod with me, but didn't get very far. And the first thing I have been working on is the Shaun the Sheep pullover for my grandson Jack. And thank you very much Hazel, who was very patient and sent me detailed mathematical equations on how to get the right size and how to work out the gauge and how big the actual finished jumpers would be based on the figures in the pattern. And I did go down a needle size and found I did get gauge eventually with that, and I have knitted the 2 to 3 year old size, although he's 6 due to his chest measurements, and I did the rib at the bottom of the back, I should say, and thought, no, that's going to be too small. Then I did the 4 to 5, knit to the whole of the back, and when they were over on the weekend, I held it up against the back of him, and although it was okay, a fit, but I felt it was a little bit snug, and we have got 6 months to go before Christmas. So now I undid all of that, and I'm doing the size 6 to 7, and I am nearly finished the back. And it's chunky yarn, so it's nice and quick to knit up, and I have decreased for the armholes, so not too far to go. And the yarn I'm using is Yarnsmiths Create Aran, and I think it's 100% acrylic, so that's just easy to throw in the washing machine. So I'm happy with that now, that size, can crack on with that. And then while we were away, I cast on my deep field top. I haven't got a picture of that. I'll see if I can insert one, because we used the front cover of my pattern when we were away for something else. I am doing the 3rd size, but I haven't got the measurements because I think that was on the first sheet. Sorry. And I showed this in a previous episode, and then I read through the pattern and realised that you have to steek, which I had realised, but I didn't know that you couldn't use superwash yarn for steeking. It's better to use 100% wool. And Anne from No Excuses podcast very kindly sent me an alternative to use so that I can steek. So thank you very much, Anne. It's from Midwinter Yarns and it's called Faded Sea, and it's 100% Welsh wool, blue face Leicester and black BFL. And it's really nice, and this is the superwash for the contrast, which is the glow in the dark yarn, so I still think that will go very nicely. And it is slow going. There's quite a few stitches and the needles are 2.75, so it is quite slow going. And I've decided to knit, I've done the rib, and I'm going to knit some of the body just round and round before I start on the colour work, just to make sure I have enough yarn. So I've got 200-gram skeins of the yarn from Anne and 1 skein of the neon nep, which is from Birdstreet yarn, and the colourway is Miami. And so I'm hoping I'll have enough then, because I am going to make it shorter than the pattern asks for, just a cropped sort of tank top, so I should be fine with that. But if not, Anne says she has got another skein available if I want that as well, so that's all good. As I mentioned earlier, I went to a friend's wedding a couple of weekends ago, and it was absolutely beautiful, beautiful setting. And I had a navy dress shop bought with flowers on, and I wanted a navy small sort of clutch bag, and I couldn't find one anywhere. As I looked through my stash, and I had some of this Rico Design Essentials cotton DK. So I found the yarn first, or found it in my stash, then looked for pattern, and there was a free pattern on Hobbii for a crocheted makeup bag, but I turned it into just a little clutch bag here. And this stitch is created by you do a single crochet, then a long single crochet, which is basically just crocheting in the row below. So it was a little bit slow going and didn't crochet up as quick as a normal crocheted item, but it does give a denser fabric. And then I just put a zip in, so you can see it's quite dense inside. You can't really, I didn't put any keys in it or anything, but I could put my phone and a credit card to buy the drinks and things, and that went really nicely with my dress, so I was pleased with that. That's the only finished object I've got, really. So I haven't got much to show you. They're mainly the 3 things I've been working on this month, as I haven't had much time. Like I say, when we go away in the pod, I do like to read a lot more, so I'm not beating myself up about not getting everything done. So I've made some progress on one of my Christmas in July projects, and actually made a bag that I needed, so that was quite useful. All that's left really is my little holiday snaps video. We went up to near Sheffield to visit my cousin. We broke the journey up. We stayed in Gloucester on the way up to, we stayed in Morton in the marsh, and then we went up to near Sheffield, a caravan site called Poolsbrook Country Park, and then on our way back down we stayed in Tewkesbury for a couple of nights and then came home. So it's just a tiny little video about that, and like I say, look out for Martin doing another one of his acting performances. And I shall see you all next time. Have a lovely August, whatever you're up to, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye.